Yo, what's up, YouTube, man. Grand Rising. Once you wake up, bruh, it's not what it seems, man. I feel like it's stages. It's stages to this shit. And when I say like it's stages, I mean like, literally the indoctrination that the Matrix has you go through, man. You know, especially just for anybody. It's like no other. And everybody's different. It's levels to this, so it takes longer for some people and for everybody to be able to finally wake up and start seeing what it is. Was lost in the sauce at one point. I wasn't woke, and I always, like, every day I always pray to God. It was never a day where I didn't say thank you, God, at least once. You know what I'm saying? I always been a child of God. Duh, we always been a child of God, the chosen ones, but we ran away from it, or we didn't know. I think at age 4 or 5, I had already got baptized. Then I got rebaptized when I was a little bit older, around like, I think 8 or 10. And I went all the way to Missouri to a church camp. It was real cool and stuff. And basically, bruh, shit, I rung the bell. I remember ringing the bell and just claiming that I had God in my life, and God was always there. And I always knew he was there. I wasn't like the one that just totally ran from him. I never ran from God, I would say. I just was lost in the sauce at one point. Hey, y'all, I woke up in 2020, like 2019, 2020. And when I had woke up, bruh, I was still indoctrinated because I was still trying to be a gangster at the time. I was still like in the wrong neighborhood at the time. I was still like around the wrong people at the time. But remind y'all, the whole time, I always prayed to God. I always believed in God. So it was never an issue. I never had an issue with keeping protection. Like, God always protected. I always knew he was protecting. It's like every day, I always prayed to God. It was never a day where I didn't say thank you, God, at least once. You know what I'm saying? Now I say I got a mandatory, at least you got to say thank you, God, 20 times a day, prayers. Because if you don't, out here with the world, the new level up, the new level that I'm on, the new season, the new thing I'm on, it's like if you don't pray 30, 40 times a day, bro, you can't keep 100% of the haters away. You know what I'm saying? So you literally got to pay to play. You got to pray to do everything in this economy as well, bro. So if you're not fasting, if you're not praying, if you're not doing different things, you're not going to be able to do those little side missions on the game and stuff. If you're not changing, if you're not constantly evolving to be able to get the attributes, to be able to get the ranking, the prestige, to be able to get the loadouts, the different loadouts, to be able to get the different swag, to be able to get the different lifestyles. I always knew I was different. Like summer camps, recreation school, I always knew I was different, bro. I always knew it was just something different about me, bro. You know, I always had the swag, you know, always had style, always had charisma, always had an aura. But like the way people treated me when I was like a kid, a lot much younger, and you know, I had looked totally different, bro. You know, I always had that image, I just didn't know. So like basically, bro, I'm literally just thinking I'm of the world, and the whole time I'm not. And people was like peeping my gifts, and like what happened in my video game is like they start copying the sauce, obviously, and then they start putting it out before me, or I come up with the idea. I might have the whole thing and then overthink, and then they done put the whole thing out before me. So that shit's always been going on in my life. It still goes on to this day, bro. And I'm trying to break out of that. I feel like that's the last level I'm at right now, currently, that I'm trying to break out of. That's why I'm making this video right now, bro, because we gotta literally like put all things to the side and just start doing it. It's no perfect time to start but now. It's no perfect time to start but now. I always been coming over here. I don't know why I wasn't making videos over here before, but yeah, I am now. I learned who I was. I like the whole time, like I said, y'all, I've been awoke since like probably 2019, 2020, bro. Like really, like red pill, like rage, like awoke. When I was talking about the simps and the alpha males, you kind of get that rage where you once you kind of find out the spirit that women are under. And it's a non-gender spirit, so I'm not coming from women. I'm just saying it can be like ladies, that spirit, once you find out when you with a man and he has that Jezebel spirit, or he has that demon spirit, and they narcissists, and they try to do everything to reel you in, and then you figure out who they are. Because a narcissist, they eventually, they so fake, they so dumb, they have reprobate minds. So eventually, they're gonna reveal who they are. But it's for you to believe that. That's why I say, when people show you who you are, believe them. Yeah, bro. Once, like I said, once you wake up, it's gonna be like a rage moment, you know. Like, take it for example, the real alpha male, and then you got the simps. Before you realize you chosen, you know what I'm saying, love and take care of these women, because, you know, we got loving hearts, and most of us was raised by our mother, so, you know what I'm saying, some ways could be, could be a little bit not in our favor, bro, just because how we was raised to love on women, but women ain't really loving on a man, you know what I'm saying? For most of them, is what I'm saying. Most of them. Shout out to the real goddesses out there that's really moving for God and stuff, and standing, because it's so many women, so many people, they're of the world, you know what I'm saying? We're not of the world, we're in the world. You get what I'm saying? But we here for how long we here, and then, you know, we get called and chose to do better once we break the game and beat the game, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, bro, like example, I was saying, like 2K, you gotta level up, bro. You know, we come in this shit being like a level 68. Yeah, like I was saying, man, we come in this shit being like a level 68, bro. And you gonna be a Dookie shirt, you gonna be a brown shirt, you gonna be a scrub. You coming in the game like a level really lower than a level 60, because I feel like women, you know, girls, babies, daughters, girls, they come in the world really being like a level 30, level 40 off the gate, you know, because the world caters to them for the most part. So us, man, we have it even worse, bro. We come into the game probably a level 0, dog. And we literally got to work our way up. Shit, as a black man, especially a black man or a minority of color, you know what I'm saying, Hispanic, black, whatever, we come into the world, bro, we already a target, bro, whether you chosen or not. Just as a black man, you already, you know what I'm saying, you already being watched like a goddamn X-Man mutant. You know what I'm saying? They watching. So you gotta do something, bro. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can't afford to be out here trying to have 2 feet in the door is what I'm saying, bro. But going back to that 2K thing, man, we come in the game and we gotta level up. We gotta get the VC. We gotta get the VC. We gotta literally level up. You want the swag, you want the lifestyle. Whether it's for God or not, you still gonna have to level up in this economy. So I'm saying for God, I'm not saying for the other stuff, I'm saying strictly for God. God will level you up. You ain't gotta do things of the world to get leveled up from God, bro. You ain't gotta do things of the world to get leveled up, because God will level you up the more that you carry out his purpose, the more that you do his word, the more that you trust him, the more that you follow him, the more that you praise him, the more that you think about him, the more that you have a relationship with him. God gonna take care of you, but you gotta take care of yourself, and you gotta hold your promises that you made to God. So whether you chosen or not, that's what you gotta do, and you gotta level up in life. Eventually, they're gonna reveal who they are, but it's for you to believe that. That's why I say, when people show you who you are, believe them. That go for your parents, that go for your family, that go for your blood, that go for your friends, that go for gang, that go for business partners, that go for anybody. Don't trust nobody. That's the best I can say it. Like how Tupac said, trust nobody, bro. That really stuck with me, because like I'm telling you, that's why I've been away from here, y'all. Y'all don't know what I've been fighting. I knew I was gonna have to fight the world, but damn, I didn't think I was gonna have to fight my parents either. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think I was gonna have to fight family, and we already be fighting, you know, these bots out here and shit, but damn. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta get with your spirit tribe, man. See, I'm taking action. I'm doing something different. And it's like, it's so quiet right now. It's so peaceful, bro. This is the quietest it's ever been in my life. With being with the Most High, you got to be with God, bro. And you got to do what God tells you to do it, do it. But if you can't hear him because your ass is pop locking it, you dancing it, You dancing, you on the phone, you on this TikTok, you getting distracted by these meaningless people. You out here eating the wrong foods. You out here not working out. You out here not sun gazing in the sun with your feet out. You ain't gonna be able to hear him. God's voice, for me, God's voice was always through people, like angels in disguise. And it was always through strangers and through blessings, obviously, but mainly through numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like when people be talking about the gematria shit, that shit is real. I always knew about that. I just didn't have like the whole PowerPoint on the shit. But now I've had that since 2020. That's how I've been able to wake up and move out here. But there were certain numbers that we ignore. And that's like God's like last warning, like what he does. So like if you can't hear him and you can't see him or you can't meet him or you can't talk to him or you're not trying at least, then the last warning God will give, he'll send an angel to come warn you. And he'll give you, like, he'll show you a whole bunch of numbers, bruh. Or he'll have like the most smallest stuff happen to you. Like you'll sneeze before you getting ready to leave, or you'll keep leaving stuff in the house and keep losing stuff. And you like, damn, I just had this. What's going on? And it's like literally, bruh, that's for a reason. Or you get that gut feeling like people say. Well, that gut feeling is your discernment, gang, because, you know, we're spiritual beings. So our soul and our spirit is it's actually in our stomach, bro. Or like in our gut, you know what I'm saying? Our bowel movement or whatever, the lower chakra, whatever you want to identify it as. So basically, man, you gotta listen to that, bro. Because we literally get indoctrinated to not listen to that. If we listened to that, shit, we would have probably broke up out of this a lot more earlier. So just listen to that, man. Level up. Do what you gotta do. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all, you just, you know what I'm saying, as you go up in the level, bruh, whatever game you want to play, like I said, whatever game you want to identify with. I identify with 2K. I identify with, you know what I'm saying, Call of Duty. I identify with, you know what I'm saying, GTA. Whatever game you want to play in your head, bro. Whatever game you like to play, gang. But by the way, I was going to also say, y'all, if you really chosen, man, and you were really awake now in the year 2026, and it's been like this for me since 2022, man, you ain't going to want to play no games. You're not going to want to watch TV because you already watching TV. You already in the damn TV. The TV watching you. And on top of that, you already playing people's games, bro. So once you really wake up, you're going to be like your favorite show ain't going to be your favorite show no more. You're not going to want to watch nothing, bro. You're not going to want to play nothing. There'll be times like, okay, obviously, yes, I want to feel good and feel coming home to when I was playing that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 with the OG zombies and Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, I'm going to come and play that every now and then. Yeah, we're going to play the 2K, nigga. But, man, nah, bruh. We got to literally take this for what it is. Like, I am so good, bro, on 2K. I'm really good. I am really good on, like, I was good at every game. Like I said, probably GTA, Call of Duty, and 2K. I was really good at that game. And I'm still good. I literally was playing the game. I just had the PS5 like a month or two ago. But I got rid of my shit because I was like, bro, this is some higher power shit that's going on here, gang. And it's like distracting me. Like I had already cut off everything. That's another thing why I was gone from y'all. Because once again, I was preaching the stuff, but I had my foot in the world. And, you know, I had my foot in for God, but I had like just a little bit of toe. Just one little big toe in the world still. And I thought I had cut off everything until I really cut off the last thing. And now my whole life done changed for the better, y'all. Like literally, I'm literally like so much more aware and attuned of, you know what I'm saying? I was always aware like of my surroundings on like a lower level like that. But now like I'm able to like be aware of like what's watching me in the sky type of shit. Say I'm aware like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we walking in the world, we walking in and out of these stores, we walking in the hood, is somebody following us, or is somebody gang stalking us, which is another topic for another day. But I was always aware like that, you know what I'm saying? Especially since when I had woke up in 2020, I was like on super mode with that, to the point where like it was affecting me back then, because it would actually be some people just playing their role, like I said, like playing they character in the Matrix, and they wasn't even worried about me. But here it is, like I'm having that rage mode when I awoken back in 2020 when COVID happened, where it was just like, damn, it's a lot of shit going on. But I wasn't able to capitalize all the time because, like I said, I thought I was a fully saved. Y'all, always been saved. I thought I was fully awake, but really, in all reality, to be honest, bro, I was only awake, like a little bit awake. You know how when you wake up in the middle of the night, yeah, you awake, but nigga, you ain't awake. Your brain ain't set in, your body ain't kicked in like that. You just tossing, turning. You might get up to go get some water or go take a piss, and then you going right back to sleep. And you don't plan on getting right back up when you go right back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't doing that no more now. You know what I'm saying? I barely couldn't even get any damn sleep because I'm just so locked in a game where it's like, bro, I gotta build up, because like once you get to a certain level, bro, you gotta gain those attributes. It's like I said, it goes with it, bro. It literally goes so hand in hand with Call of Duty, NBA 2K. It goes so in hand, y'all. Like, I don't think y'all are understanding how in hand that it goes. Like, it literally goes in the hand like of, bruh, you got 2K. Back then in the older 2Ks, or back then in the older Call of Duties, you didn't have to buy VC and Battle Pass and Season Pass and all this bullshit to level up back then. If you was good with your hands or whatever, or you with your brain or with your eyes or whatever, and being able to see through for what it was, bro, you automatically leveled up. You was automatically a boss, bro. You was automatically like that. You know what I'm saying? But see now, bro, as the world done changed, the video game rules done changed. The requirements, the age requirements done changed. All the shit done changed. So it's like the system's always evolving. It's always changing. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be adaptable. And that don't mean that you change with it, but you got to evolve to survive, to stay with it if you want to continue playing the game. Now, once you finally get to a certain point and level in the game, you don't have to play their game anymore. You can play your own game. And that's where I'm at now. Is I was literally in like some type of fucking loop. It was like a loop, bro. It was a generational loop, dog, where I'm sitting here playing other people's game, and I'm on other people's time, and I'm just like wasting my time when it come to me. And back in the day, I'm saying, and it was literally like a loop, bro. It was like really hard to break out of. And then I finally broke out of it, I say like about 2 years ago. But like it was another loop. It was like, it's like I said, it's harder as you go up, bro. So like, that's why I say you gotta have the XP, you gotta have you gotta have the VC, you gotta have the attributes, bro. You gotta damn near have the battle pass and the season pass now just to level up. Like I'm saying with the video game, bro, if you wanna level up, y'all, you gonna have to put in the money to level up. You gonna have to put in the work to get the downloads from God to level up. You gonna have to put in the work. If a man don't work, he don't eat. You gonna have to put in the work to be able to level up, bro. And so if you're trying to do this YouTube stuff, if you're trying to take it serious, you're gonna have to put in the work. You're gonna have to do videos when you don't feel like doing it so that you can level up, bro. Because if you say that you want it, you gotta really want it. I've been always saying that I want it, but I'm not out here taking the chances. All I need is one video. All I need is one testimony. All I need is one story to help somebody, to show somebody that we taking a chance. We doing this for God. You're going to look crazy. You're going to look crazy out here, but it's all going to make sense, bro. Especially when you get into the bag. So that's all I'm going to say, man. I'm not going to keep holding y'all because, like I said, we got to get back to work. But, you know what I'm saying? Just stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to be one of the best to ever do it. Once I get this, because I already been on YouTube. I already know how to work. I already know how to get the viewers and the subscribers. But like I said, bro, it's two different things when you being a YouTuber for the world, and it's another thing when you being a YouTuber for God. And you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to move when God tell you to move. You're going to have to speak when God tell you to speak. But best believe you need to be silent, because when God tell you to be silent, you better be silent. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to leave y'all on that note today. Y'all have a blessed day. It was good speaking with y'all. And I really appreciate y'all for tapping in. And that's why I haven't been on here, because I've been actually putting in the work and getting stuff done. And that's what y'all should do too. Learn when God tell you to take something to the net, take it to the net, to the internet. But for the most part, he gonna tell you to stay low key because they watching. And that's what you should want to do anyway. That's what I've been doing since 2020. Been stop flashing money, been stop showing success. I'll probably still show some of my ideas just couple months ago, and I had to learn just, hey, stop doing that too, because people be using their evil eyes and all type of stuff. So that's why you gotta pray and you gotta protect yourself and wear the full armor of God, bro. And then you gotta help other people too, bro. That's what I'm saying. I've been literally working on myself. I've been leveling up, and now I'm at a level to where I can help somebody else while helping myself. Love y'all. Thank y'all, man. Peace. Peace to the guys. Peace to the goddesses. Love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching. We got more content. We got more coming. Just stay down and just keep believing in me so I can keep blessing and helping and doing what I'm called to do. Peace. All glory be to God.